Hello, this is a recording slash just videotaping of me saying my answers and saying what I learned from this unit. I particularly had a lot of problems with this. I thought at first it was very confusing because the beep, I was like, oh, I don't know what this means. And then when I went back and I listened to my recording, I figured out, oh my gosh, like, this is what they're trying to have me do, and it's trying to think of another word in replacement of the actual word that they were saying, but they just bleeped it out. So I don't think the book was really clear on explaining that. I had to go through the exercise, realize what I did wrong, and then go back and redo it. So I'm not going to tell about my first time because I missed all the beeps. I was not clear and definitely misunderstood what the book was trying to have me do. I don't know if that makes sense. So going through on the second time, I was able to give out words that best fit the context of what I was listening to. I remembered from my previous exercises to listen more intently, to understand the material, to comprehend the material, to make sure exactly what is going on in the material, and be able to produce a word that is in relatively the same category as the word that they choose to bleep out. So, going through, I got evening, which is number 5. Number 8, Washington Monument. I have no idea how I got that right. I think when I think about Washington, D.C., I always think about the Washington Monument. It's very important, obviously. And so when they didn't say it, I just might little and then it was like, it worked. It was the same word. So I don't know how that worked. I got number 10, scenery right, 11, great right, and 12, cherished right. So all those words I got right, which was pretty like, woohoo, you did good. Going through, for number 4, greeted, I could have said saw, seen, approached, appeared. Those could have been similar words. For number 1, I said school. Or I did not say school. That was the actual one, excuse me. Number 2, I said because she did not come, when it was actually because she did not live. So that one, I totally got wrong. I think for this exercise too, it was really important not to only listen to what was previously said, but what was said afterwards. Another thing that I messed up on my recording that I listened to over and over and over again, line 10, a good 250 miles away, I said 50. I don't know why I said 50. I think I wasn't listening as intently as I was trying to. I think it's definitely less formal responding to number 5. I think I chose very simple words, very not difficult words, words that are easily thrown around and people will easily understand them. I don't think it necessarily changes the meaning. The ones I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got a total. Oh, not 5. I got a total of 5, 6, 7. I got a total of 7 wrong on the second time. So, being wrong, either I missed it entirely, could not think of a word, or I just threw a random word out there because I didn't know what I was thinking or really what I was comprehending. So, like a 48% is not the greatest. So, knowing this for the next exercise, I tried listening a lot more intently, and also knowing, hey, like, you have to listen to the previous context and the context after that one word to accurately depict a word that would make sense in that context. Okay, I think that makes sense. Okay, so going to the 5-step follow-up. So the words that didn't make sense to me was live, definitely, and that's because I did not listen to what was said afterwards. I was only listening to previously and throwing out a word there, and then the next sentence started, and so that was really difficult. I don't think, as much as I will practice from this book, I don't think I would ever say live, because it was a surprise to me because she didn't live. That doesn't make sense. It's like grammatically it's missing something, and it's missing the preposition in that town I. like it's missing that. And so that was so difficult, and I don't understand how the book anticipates the learners or students who actually know that. I guess maybe that's something that I need to talk to my colleagues about and see if they got it. Number 4, I would say it's mediocre. I don't say it was that serious or not serious, because I think I made just minor mistakes and something that I could definitely learn from. Something that I can do for an action plan is definitely practice more. It's definitely, there's one more unit in here that I could definitely practice and spend more time on, and I could just continuously repeat this until I feel like I have done an adequate job. So going to exercise 7.3, how to make a Greek appetizer. So for number 1, I said supermarket. Number 2, I said freezer. 3, keep it. 4, moist. 5, towel. 6, cups. 7, countries. 8, spread out. 9, I totally missed. 10, pour. 11, replaced. Where am I? Sorry. 12, attach. 13, utensil. 14, strip. 15, end. 16, I totally could not think of the cheese blank. I was like, of the cheese what? Like, it was like, so I totally missed that. 17 was dough. I totally got that one. 18 was shape, which the other word is fashion. I think maybe shape fits there more than fashion. Correct me if I'm wrong. 20 is tray. 21 is temperature. 22 melt. 23 of the rave of the blank with these new. I was like, oh geez, I don't know. So I totally missed that one. And then 24 was enjoy. So total, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 24 incorrect. So again, not the best number, but going back through it, I'm definitely learning my mistakes. And I wouldn't say that I got 13 wrong. I definitely would say I missed 1, 2, 3, but the other words that I picked in replacement of what the answer key actually was, I would feel like they are synonyms, and I feel like they do mean the same thing, and I do, if anything, they are simpler words, but it does not change the context of the meaning that much. It just is a syntactically different word. And yeah, so check a thesaurus. Yeah, so again, like I went through that and I was able to check and to see if the thesaurus would give me like more answers, and I think that for the most part I got all the words that were correct instead of the other words in the answer keys. And you got to think about it, like when you're interpreting, I feel like oh my goodness, 8 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm gonna wrap it up. So 5-step follow-up. So circle for each circle row, say why it does not make sense. So number 1, 9 being eggs did not make sense. Add 4 beaten eggs to the crumbled feta cheese. For some reason, it just did not make sense to me at all. Now that I'm looking at it, it's like, come on, Elisa, you should have known that. But like in the when I was legitimately going through recording myself, I was beaten. What's beaten? Like, and it's eggs. Come on, like 16 mixture. Yeah, I did not get that at all. Of the cheese blank that you can have. It was just totally, I totally missed that. In 23, rave of the blank, rave of the neighborhood. See, I would never choose rave as an adjective depicting what the neighborhood is like. I would say something totally different. Just that word in general really threw me off, because I was thinking like there's the actual rave, like a party that people go and do bad things at, or it's like a rave, like everybody's in just like fiasco and blah 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 and happy moods. And I was thinking this. I wasn't thinking this. I wasn't thinking of it as an adjective. I was thinking of it as a noun. That's why my brain got it wrong. And now I totally understand how my brain works. And that's why it's really good to do these exercises, because especially in the interpreting field, I need to understand how my brain works to be able to interpret effectively. So with my action plan, again, like just definitely going through this one more time, recording myself, making sure I really understand what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, seeing where my weaknesses and struggles are. weaknesses and strengths are, excuse me, and then doing the other unit. Like there's 7.2 unit that I could totally do if I have free time and want to practice more. And that's all. Thank you. Bye.